Okay, so today we're really diving into something critical, the strategic choices businesses are making about AI.
Yeah, it's genuinely shaping who's winning and who's losing out there.
Right. Forget the hype for a second. Our sources, they really cut to the core difference, don't they?
They absolutely do. It boils down to, are you using AI to just replace people, or are you using it to actually, well, augment them, make
Yeah.
them better?
And that choice, it's not just theoretical. I mean, companies are learning this the hard way, costing millions.
Millions, exactly.
So this deep dive, it's really about dissecting that, helping you avoid paying that same hefty price.
Absolutely. This is such a pivotal moment. And what we're doing today is pulling the really actionable stuff from some key sources
Right, like that article, The AI Mistake That Cost
and
Millions.
what to do instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of a bigger framework called AI, augmenting humans, not replacing them.
Okay.
And our goal here really is to arm you with insights from, actual wins and some pretty spectacular failures.
So you're not just informed, but actually like strategically ready for how AI is changing everything.
Precisely. Positioned for success.
So the article jumps right in, saying 2023 to 2025. This isn't just any period for AI.
No, it's the period.
Yeah.
The defining era for how businesses actually weave AI into what they do.
It's like the critical window, setting you up for success or, well, failure down the line.
And what's really striking is how differently companies are approaching it. It's like two completely separate paths unfolding.
Okay, what are those paths?
Well, you've got companies rushing in, replacing humans left and right with AI, almost always driven by, let's be honest, short-sighted cost-cutting.
Right, the quick win on the balance sheet.
Exactly. Then you have the smarter path, companies strategically using AI to boost what their people can do, unlocking totally new levels of performance of value.
And this isn't just theory, you're saying it's happening now.
Oh, absolutely. Right now in the market.
And the article gives a pretty stark example, right? Clara, the fintech giant.
Oh yeah, Clara, a major cautionary tale. Back in 2024, their CEO actually said publicly, I think the quote was, AI can already do all the jobs that we as humans do.
Wow, bold statement.
Very bold. And they acted on it. Aggressively replaced whole teams, marketing, customer service, gone. Replaced by AI.
And they were boasting about saving, what, $10 million?
Yep. Proudly announced $10 million in savings. But what happened next?
Well, it wasn't good.
Let me guess. Things didn't go smoothly.
That's putting it mildly. Massive operational failures.
Yeah.
Service quality, it just plummeted.
Oh, no.
And customers, understandably furious, a huge wave of dissatisfaction.
So what's Clara doing now?
They're scrambling, urgently trying to rehire those exact human teams they just let go.
Really? Admitting defeat?
Pretty much, admitting that focusing only on cost led to, and this is their word, lower quality.
That's a massive, expensive lesson.
It really reveals the core truth, doesn't it? AI purely for cost cutting. It just kills quality. You simply can't automate human context or nuance or genuine empathy, not yet anyway. The article actually has a name for this pattern, right? The automation cliff correction.
Yeah, exactly. It outlines these three sort of predictable phases.
Okay, walk me through them.
Phase 1. Companies swap out human workers for AI. Easy enough. Phase 2. Quality inevitably tanks, like we saw with Clara.
And phase 3.
Phase 3 is where the smart companies wake up, they pivot, they stop thinking replacement, and start thinking transformation.
Using AI as a tool to amplify people, not replace them.
Precisely. Amplify human potential. It's almost shocking looking back how predictable Clara's failure was.
Yeah, it seems so obvious in hindsight. But did the article say why companies keep falling into this trap? I mean, if the pattern's clear.
Well, that's the crucial warning, isn't it? The article suggests companies often know better intellectually. But the immediate pressure, the quarterly results, the drive to cut costs now, it can blind them to that inevitable collapse later on.
So they get stuck in phase 1.
Right, fixated on just replacing people. And the warning is stark. Staying there doesn't just mean you lose your edge. It could fundamentally wreck your whole operation, maybe beyond repair.
Okay, so Clara's the warning sign, the big what not to do. How do businesses actually get this right then?
Thankfully, the article doesn't just point fingers. It offers a solution, a concrete one.
Okay, good. What is it?
It's called the Movers methodology. It's described as a field-tested, structured system for AI transformation.
Movers methodology. Okay. Before we get into the steps. Are there common ways companies mess this up, even when they try to use a framework? Like, what are the usual stumbles?
That's exactly what this methodology tries to prevent. It provides that clear roadmap. It starts with M, Measure readiness.
Measure readiness, so know thyself.
Basically, yeah. A deep dive into your actual AI capabilities right now, your data setup, how ready your organization even is for this kind of change.
Okay, what's next?
Opportunity discovery. This isn't just about finding any use for AI. It's about pinpointing where it gives you the biggest strategic bang for your buck.
Highest leverage. Makes sense.
Then V-value prioritization. This is key. Focusing like a laser on the 20% of AI applications that are likely to generate 80% of the impact you want. The Pareto principle for AI.
Right, the 80-20 rule. Don't boil the ocean.
Exactly. Then E, essential wins. This means getting some quick, tangible successes within, say, 30 days.
Why quick wins?
Builds momentum, gets buy-in, shows people this stuff actually works. It's crucial for morale and keeping the project alive.
Okay, MOVE. What's R?
Or roadmap and KPIs. You need clear metrics, a system to actually track your progress, measure success. Are you hitting your targets?
So holding yourself accountable.
Absolutely. And finally, S, stakeholder forecast. This is critical for the bosses.
Translating the wins into language executives understand.
Precisely. Showing clear, measurable ROI. Proving the value to secure ongoing support and investment. It connects the tech work back to the business goals.
MOVERS movers methodology. Okay, that sounds comprehensive.
It's designed to be.
So with that framework laid out, the article then gives us a success story, right? To contrast with Clara.
Yes, a mid-sized marketing agency.
Yeah.
And interestingly, they also started out thinking about replacing their writers with AI, just like Clara considered.
Oh, okay. But they didn't go down that path. How did they pivot?
They followed the movers methodology step by step. Instead of just firing writers, they started by building this custom knowledge base.
Knowledge base, like their own internal library.
Sort of, but supercharged. Think of it like digitizing their entire agency brain, all their existing content, market research, deep customer insights, everything went in.
Okay, so they built this foundation. Then what?
That base fueled an AI agent system. Not just one AI, but interconnected AIs designed to learn from actual live business conversations, meetings, calls, etc.
Learning in real time.
Yeah, and then using that knowledge to generate really targeted, valuable content. SEO blogs, social media scripts, even full proposals.
Wow. But what happened to the writers? Did they just oversee the AI?
That's the crucial part. Their role didn't disappear. It got elevated. They moved away from just churning out raw text.
To doing what?
High-value creative direction. Strategy. Fine-tuning the AI's output, making sure it wasn't just generic stuff, but really smart on-brand content. They focused on the uniquely human parts of writing.
And the results? Were they good?
Remarkable, according to the article. They got a 5x increase in how much content they could produce.
5 times.
Saved over 250 hours of work every month. And here's the real kicker.
Go on.
Their quality ratings actually went up, improved.
No way. So more content, faster, and better quality.
Exactly. But maybe the most telling thing was the impact on the writers themselves.
Job satisfaction.
Spiked.
Oh.
Dramatically. They weren't bogged down in repetitive grunt work anymore. They got to focus purely on the creative, strategic, uniquely human stuff they actually enjoyed.
So AI didn't kill their jobs, it just made them better, more interesting.
Profoundly better. It's such a clear testament to augmentation over replacement.
That's a powerful story. It really makes you wonder, though. What about other industries where maybe the creative amplification isn't as obvious? Does this still apply?
That's a great question. And while this example is marketing, the principle of augmenting tasks to free up human expertise holds true across many fields. But yeah, the specifics change.
Okay, so that success story. It makes you want to peek under the hood, right?
Yeah.
How do these systems actually work?
Right. The article touches on the tech core. It explains these successful systems often use something called a RAG knowledge base.
RG. What's that stand for?
Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Retrieval, augmented, generation. Okay, break that down.
So instead of the AI just like making things up based on its general training data from the internet.
Which can be kind of generic or even wrong.
Exactly. The retrieval part means it first searches and pulls relevant information from that specific custom knowledge base. We talked about the company's own data.
So it finds the right context first.
Right. Then the augmented generation part means it uses that retrieved information to inform and enhance what it generates.
So it's grounded in the company's reality. It's not just guessing. It's like giving the AI a perfect memory of your business.
That's a great way to put it. A photographic memory of your operations, ensuring its output is relevant and accurate for you.
Okay, and where does all this data in the knowledge base come from?
All over the place. PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, internal documents, sure, but also transcripts from live meetings, Zoom, Google Meet.
Even conversations.
Yeah, the article mentions using things like DJI recorders for field agents, capturing real-world interactions. All that gets ingested.
That's a lot of data. How does the AI handle it?
It's usually fed to specialized AI agents. Think of them like AI employees with specific job descriptions.
Like what?
An agent for booking and scheduling, another for drafting proposals, one focused on sales consultations, others for handling customer support, both incoming and outgoing, even agents for hyper-personalizing emails or SMS messages.
So a team of specialized AIs working together.
Exactly. And the really cool part is this dynamic learning loop.
Dynamic learning loop? Sounds fancy.
It just means the AIs aren't static. They learn constantly. Every new piece of data, every interaction helps them refine their output. They get better over time.
Ah, so they improve on the job, basically.
Precisely. Which leads to things like getting first drafts in minutes, as the article puts it. But not just fast drafts, drafts that are already tuned for things like conversion rates, actual business impact, not just sounding good.
Beyond just vanity metrics, as you said. Okay, so it's really about building these highly specialized, context-aware AI assistants for your human teams.
That's the essence of successful augmentation, yeah.
No AI taking over the coffee runs just yet, then.
Huh. Probably not anytime soon. It's much more focused.
So given how fast things are changing now, what does the article predict for the near future, like 2025 to 2027?
The predictions are pretty stark, actually. By 2025, it expects this divide we've been talking about to be crystal clear.
The replacers versus the augmenters.
Exactly. The first movers, the ones who went the augmentation route, using methodologies like movers, they'll be dominating, clearly pulling ahead.
And the others, the ones who focused on replacement.
They'll be scrambling, desperately trying to recover from the quality collapses and operational messes they created. Playing catch-up, basically.
And then 2026.
2026 is predicted to be when the real financial pain hits for the laggards. Massive, direct losses tied directly to their poor AI implementations. The bill comes due.
Ouch. And 2027.
That's when we supposedly hit something called the hybrid optimization threshold.
Hybrid optimization threshold, what does that mean?
It sounds complex, but the idea is that human AI teams become so deeply integrated, so symbiotic, they're essentially inseparable, like the two hemispheres of a brain working together seamlessly.
Wow, AI isn't just a tool anymore, it's part of the operational DNA.
That's the idea. They become incredibly effective, integrated systems. The article also briefly mentions different ways companies can get there: DWI, DFY, DIY paths.
Do with you, done for you, do it yourself.
Yeah, basically different levels of external help versus internal build, depending on the company's resources and strategy.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, this deep dive, it really hammers home a powerful conclusion from the article, doesn't it?
It really does.
AI itself isn't the enemy, it's how you use it. Or misuse it, maybe.
Right. It's not some magic wand. It's a force multiplier. It amplifies whatever strategy you pointed at, good or bad.
If you point it at cost-cutting by replacing people, it amplifies the problems that causes.
Exactly. If you point it at augmenting your people's skills, it amplifies their potential.
You really hit on it there. It's true power. The transformative potential, it lies in freeing up humans.
Letting us focus on the things only we can do. Right. The creative synthesis, the empathy, the complex strategic thinking. AI handles the rest.
It's a tool for human amplification. I like that.
Yeah.
And that leads perfectly into the article's final thought. It's quite provocative, something for you, the listener, to really mull over.
That's the final thought.
The future doesn't belong to AI alone. It belongs to those who master the combination of AI plus humans.
AI plus humans, the winning combination.
So the question for everyone listening is, how will you or how will your organization go about mastering that combination? Definitely something to chew on.